So if you've got some old decks like these, you should know that this is how you set the loop. Press that and then press that. But if you've got an XDJ-AZ, you might be struggling to do that. So let me quickly get onto the XDJ-AZ. So look, this is the deck side that I'm about to play my song. I'm about to play it, so you hear this, it sounds like that. And then whenever you do that, you can never figure out how you edit it. But how you actually do it is you see these two buttons there. So you hear this. I'm pressing number 4. 4 gives it in. 8 gives it out like that. And then also, you're also wondering where the slip is. And I don't even think there is any slip. And also, you're noticing there are some new effects. So crash will sound a bit like this if you're getting a new XDJ-AZ. That's hitting high, that's hitting low, and this is what it sounds like in space. That's hitting high, that's hitting low. This is what it sounds like in dub echo. Like that, more like a rock star. And then it sounds a bit like that. And then also, you're probably wondering what sweep is. Let's try it. Sounds a bit low. Sounds a bit like the radio. And all of those have been on there before. But now, you're probably wondering. And then also, you can also create different loops. You're usually on 4 whenever you get the new XDJ-AZ. But the XDJ-AZ is so powerful that it can go up to 32, and this is what it sounds like. It sounds a bit more longer, but now, hear this. You can make it more like that, and then like that. You see it's right there. You can sort of feel it going. And then also, you can also change the frequency, so it'll sound like this. If it's on mid, take off nothing, it sounds like nothing. And also, these buttons are now these were in, if I go back onto the old ones, on the old ones they're fully taken off. And also, now it's got a really sleek design with these new grey set and a 10.2 inch display. And you can also now search your songs, and also all you need is just a USB. So if I search for an example, I don't know, you can search anything. But now there are also some other ones, you can first you're going to need to sync your USB with the record box, and then it will come up with all of your things. So if I give you an example, there are all the mixes there, and then there will also, so then you can create folders and folders and folders, and then if I go onto my mixes, they're all there, and then the genres, they're all there. And also, this is a QLED display, it's not OLED. And also, how you take out the USB is first you stop the song that you're playing, and then you press USB stop, and then you take out your USB, and then you can also put in a new USB. For example, let me plug this USB in now. Now that one's plugged in, now if you go back onto source and press local library, and then if I go onto my playlists, then I've got all of my playlists there. So for example, a Hang-a-Lang song, I've got all of the Hang-a-Lang songs. So if I give you an example, and also now there's a big selection, and also now the drag button is now there, and then you can also drag it like that. So I want it on deck 1. So now let me. And also these are coming out of an RCF speaker. So let me quickly do a little mix. And then also, quickly show you the loops. And then it will also come up on there. And then you're probably wondering, where do the beats come on? They come on there, whereas they don't come on there. And also, let me quickly show you this. So if we put on mid, low and high, it sounds a bit quite good, to be fair. It's going with Acid Mixed by Hang Lang. So, if we quickly go back onto my playlist, Bassy House. So, then, if we, like, for an example, do that one, and how about we put it on deck 2? This will appear up as deck 2. And hear this. If I quickly do a beat match. So 133.7. And if we bring that one in on the headphones and hear it with that, then let me quickly get my headphones on my head. Yes, I have got a head. And then, if I quickly try and get that in beat. Oh, I don't have any time. So I couldn't do it. Turns out I can't do it. So it will like immediately skip. It's really sick. And look at this. It'll just come up with like a mini deck at the bottom. It's a bit like the MacBook ones. You can like sort of like skip through it. And then also, look at this. There's some different ones there. So for example, it'll chart the ones like whenever you're recording and stuff. And also, it's a bit hard to use the crossfader, you know. And secondly, you see how there's a quantized wake up? That means that it will like turn off this part of the deck. And there is no quantized stop on that because it comes with USB stop. And also, I think that also, yeah, that will just stop this part. So if we like do an example, like, I'm pretty sick, huh? And then if we go onto the track list, then if you like set up a track list for you doing a mix, for example, if I set up my Evermix to create a track list as soon as I plug it in, then that will actually work. So look at this. The screen is really good quality. Bye bye guys. This is from Fanatic Videos, aka DJ Fanatic, from his channel, and I just want to say thank you for watching.